Sup guys, just wanted to make a rough update video following Chapter 2. This isn't a very pretty or organized update, but I'd rather spend the time and energy working on Chapter 3, so let's do this. A recap. Sun Vendetta is a fan-made motion comic. I don't care what any of you say, it is a motion comic. Slash animation, slash whatever, that takes place in an existing universe, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's unmonetized on my end. However, because I'm choosing to use copyrighted music, videos are claimed and ads are placed on the videos. I may change up the credits music because that seems to be the most immediate trigger for claims. The goal of changing the music, though, wouldn't be to then monetize the project, more so for the sake of hopefully not having any ads run on the videos, which I'm sure YouTube loves. There are some translations now, thanks to some great people. I've got Spanish and Japanese translations in the closed caption subtitles. As of right now, I'm just waiting on the Japanese for Chapter 2. Speaking of languages, people occasionally ask if it's okay to dub. And yes, of course. I publicly stated this when I announced the entire project, but I don't expect people to pore over old updates. So, some folks don't know this, but all the chapters are available free for download at ricepirate.com under the Chapters tab. It's got all the sound effects and music, just no dialogue. Do what you want with it. Dub it. Practice dubbing with it. If you post a video using the footage, I just suggest not monetizing whatever that is in case it pisses off copyright holders, but I can't stop anyone from whatever they're going to do with it. If it's just using my animation and none of the original music or sound, monetize the shit out of it. Great. I wish you the best. Yes, I'm giving it to the world. Because, you know, it's the internet and someone would do it anyway, so I might as well just say I was cool with it in the first place. Credit would be cool, but, you know, it's the internet, so whatever, I don't fucking care. On some other occasions, a few people have noted that if I'm not monetizing the videos, and I'm just letting people use my animations, what's my endgame here? That's a fair amount of cynicism, I guess. Sun serves a lot of goals for me. Maybe not in the most effective way, but there's a whole list of reasons, at least in my head, for working on this project. Number 1, money. No! The Patreon support is amazing, and I cannot overstate that. And I honestly do not think I could have gotten this far without it. Or if I did, it just would have taken so much longer. But currently, that support doesn't even cover rent. And considering I'm working on this project 8 to 14 hours a day, sometimes more, including weekends and holidays, this project is a net loss. And it has been, since I started it years ago. I was aware of this going into this project. Everyone who's worked on this has gotten paid out of pocket. There are no volunteers. That said, I'm fine financially at the moment. I can live. I'm good. I saved a bunch of money working on commissions and actually have an animation commission this summer. That'll help. And of course, the occasional voice acting gig. So I'm still making money on the side outside of Patreon, despite the fact that this eats up the majority of my time and life and energy. Number 2, money. Maybe? I think the goal is obvious. The hope is that one day there will be enough support where not only is the project not a financial loss, but I'll be able to hire other hands to help out. It's a lofty goal, one that I'm fully aware may never be achieved, but it's a goal nonetheless. Eventually, there might be merch based on the project, so that could help with funding it. But for now, I just want to finish the first 6 chapters, which would be episode 1, and then plan from there. Number 3, learning. And it's more like reasons 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. This is the main reason. Sun Vendetta is really a vehicle for me to learn new skills and improve on old skills. I've always found that I learn faster and better outside of a classroom, working on something I'm passionate about. On a daily basis, I'm practicing and learning storyboarding, animation, drawing in general, After Effects, sound editing, character design and development, and most important to me, long-form storytelling. Am I good at any of this stuff? Maybe in some ways here and there, but my goal is to improve on all of them. And that's what this project is really for. Number 4, because I love JoJo. And if there's a way to add more JoJo to the universe, even if it's just fan-made, I'd like to do that in my little way. You know, When it comes to music, if you really love a certain band and you're a musician and you are inspired by that band and you make music that others may consider similar to that music, what's wrong with that? Nothing. You enjoy something and you would like to contribute and put more of it out into the world. That's pretty much it. Chapter 3 is already in the works. Chapter 2, when I made that, I actually completed the animatic with scratch audio before working on a single scene. And I'll need to jump on that soon for Chapter 3. But for now, I'm just cranking on scene assets. I've really been enjoying it. I'm really excited for Chapter 3. We finally get a little taste of Jose and Black Hole Sun. A little taste. I know there's been a lot of exposition, and some people have been like, where's the fights? I want to see some exciting shit. Well, these are all a part of one episode. I know people keep calling the chapters episodes, but they're not. They're chapters. And it's 6 chapters to an episode. So this is the first episode. There's going to be some exposition. There's going to be some backstory. There's going to be some introduction of characters before we just get to the fun part and start fighting and using our goofy powers. Chapter 4 is going to be some backstory on Jose. If you hate backstory, skip this one. Chapter 5 is a little bit more world building. No crazy fight, just character development and world building, kind of learning about what's going on in Mexico. We're hearing stuff. What's happening here? And then chapter 6 will finally introduce our villain of the week. Chapter 7, the beginning of episode 2, is another flashback. More story. No, some shit happens in that. There's some pretty gory shit that happens in that. But then chapters 8 through 12, that's all fight. That's our fight of the week, essentially, which will probably take me, I don't know, a year and a half to actually animate, unless I have a team. That would be great. That's it for now, I think. I'm going to get back to work. Until then, my friends, my enemies, my spicy people. Oh, man, my brain is fried. To be continued.